Hi, I'm Rick Stivers of YoungMartin'sReels, and today we're going to be working on this Pflueger Progress Model number 1774 fly reel. And this particular one I'm going to give to my son Will. I recently gave him a fly rod that I got from my dad because he expressed an interest in learning how to do some fly fishing, and I acquired this one off the internet not long ago, and I took it apart to make, it was really crusty at the time, and so I took it apart and cleaned it a little bit, but I didn't want to remove any of the patina or anything. It's a very old reel, and I think it'll look real nice whether he actually fishes with it or if he just hangs it on the wall. It's going to be a nice addition. So we're going to start off by taking off the screw in the center. With the screw removed, the spool pulls out. Now, you'll notice there's no gears in this reel. The only thing that looks like a gear is this cog on the end, and that's your clicker. That's your bait clicker. So there's no gears to bind up or mess with. So all we're going to do is do a quick clean on this reel, clean it up, and I'll show you where you would look for damage. And mostly that's going to be on this clicker or on this shaft right here or the center rod. So we're going to start off by spraying a little bit of WD-40 down in the center. And we'll take a Q-tip, run it through it to clean it up. Dry it out. Next, we're going to spray just a little bit on this cog. I'll take a toothbrush, scrub it up a little bit, and proceed to wipe it off. That's all we did with the spool. This backer line, I'm going to leave it on there. It's very old. It kind of goes with the reel. If he decides to actually fish with it though, we'll end up taking the backer line off and putting some new backer line on with the new fly fishing line. Now we've got the frame. Same thing here. We're going to spray a little bit of WD-40 down inside. It's a little difficult to get a toothbrush down inside there, so I'll use an acid brush. Wipe it around in there. Wipe it off. It gets a little difficult to get down inside there, so we'll take a Q-tip for the rest of the job. And check this shaft. Make sure that this had a lot of corrosion on it when I first brought it out, and I've cleaned all that up. So we are at the point now already of reassembling this. So put your spool back in. Make sure that your line isn't trapped along the side, because it'll do that. If you've got it laying like this and you go to stick it in, your line's going to be trapped on the side and it's going to bind up your spool. So make sure that you've got your line fully inside. Drop it down. Oh, let's back it up. And let's go ahead and grease up this main shaft and the sprocket. We're going to use a little bit of Penn precision grease, real grease, just a little bit. We don't want to put a lot on there. Too much grease will quiet down that clicker to where you won't hardly even be able to hear it when it's clicking. Then we'll take a little bit more and we'll put it on this shaft to protect it from any more corrosion that it had. Now we're going to put this back on. Put the screw back in. Tighten it down. Wipe the reel off. Now we're going to check our clicker on the back. Flip it into click mode, or out of click mode. That's click mode. And we're going to check, see if the clicker works. There we go, got the line out. Here we go. Nice and smooth. And the reel winds back in nice and smooth. Actually, it should go this way because it's a hanging reel. There we go. And that is all it takes to redo and clean up. Well, if you had a lot of corrosion on the outside, you might want to clean that up. But because we don't, and we didn't, and we want to leave the patina there so that it looks like the old antique reel that it is. But again, this was the Pflueger Progress model number 1774, and that's ready to go to Will. Thank you.